What's happening, tribe? And welcome to the video number 4, the art of empowerment. Now I want to talk about what empowerment really is. There's certain circles that talk about empowerment, and really what they mean is fluffing up the ego. That is not what we mean in dragon mysticism by empowerment. When we mean empowerment, we are talking about an encore. It is when I take authority and power as a master and put it upon an apprentice without losing any power and authority of my own. I license them to work in a certain area of mastery. This empowerment is very real. It is when I take power that is on the spirit plane. When you hear me talking about spirit plane or spirit place or mental plane, mental place, don't think of it as a different place or a different physical place than where you're at right now in the physical plane. The physical plane is one vibration of a next. Now when we deal with the different vibrations, the vibrations of the physical plane, the vibrations of the mental plane, the vibrations of the spiritual plane, these are different vibrations, and they really form the hierarchy where the physical is the lowest vibration of reality. And then you have, and this is not arbitrary. There might be different levels of vibration. As we know, there's the underworld, and then there's the upper realms, and all this, and it gets very complex when you get into the advanced levels of things. But for our purposes, we're going to deal with the 3 worlds. And when we talk about the physical plane, and then the mental plane, and then the spiritual plane, we got to remember that then really just vibrations are different poles of the same thing. So it's kind of like when you look at your thermometer and then you look at the temperature of your thermometer, there's no place where the heat stops and cold starts. It's kind of like a gradual change, and there's no absolute cold or no absolute heat. It's the same thing of temperature, vibration of the molecules within the air that form the temperature. There's no difference in that when we're dealing with the physical plane, the mental plane, and the spiritual plane. These are different vibrations of the same thing. And so people talk a lot about, oh, we're inside of a body, or we have a body, and all this is nonsense, because the spirit and the body is the same thing. We're talking about vibrations here. Where we're talking about the mind, we're talking about a different vibration of the body. When we're talking about the spirit, we're talking about an even higher vibration. And really, matter, which is what the body is matter, is really slow vibration compared to the mental and spiritual realms. And this mental realm is a slower vibration to the spiritual realms. But they're the same thing, and they exist in the same space, a literal space. So your body and mind exist here, where my body and mind exist here, in this space which I take up, and it vibrates out and radiates out toward all of reality, affecting myself, affecting my physical form, and affecting my physical reality around me, based on what I actually need to overcome my conscious and subconscious obstacles. And there might not be some of the same things that you're dealing with. So sometimes it's conscious, sometimes it's unconscious that we do this stuff. Now, with empowerment, you can use these energies that I'm talking about to build self-confidence, resilience, self-expression. One of the ways you develop your energy is through breath work. And here at the House of the Dragon, we talk about various forms of breath work and forming inner power. Inner power is when you use the energy that I'm talking about, the vibrations, and you increase the vibration within you, concentrating it, and focusing it within you. And we teach these techniques. And we go through how to focus these energies and how to increase the vibrations and keep concentrating until it becomes a tangible thing that radiates out and affects everything depending on what your mental process is going through. And you can heal yourself. You can keep yourself alive when all thought you were going to die. You can save and bless others. You can pass on empowerment, and you can empower yourself. Now, within the House of the Dragon, when you become a member of the house at whatever level, and you can speak to me about what level is right for you, because there's different levels, and some levels aren't accessible to all, and some other levels are accessible to everybody, but each of them has their advantages and disadvantages and their commitments. Various, and the higher level you go up, the more commitment that you're expected to have. But you get there's you learn about building inner power. You get attunements, which are the empowerments of various forms. Some of the empowerments will be to ritual tools, and you can learn various ritual tools and use how to use these ritual tools in order to overcome some of the challenges that you face in your daily life. You might have relationship issues. How do you face those, and how do you overcome? That does not necessarily mean that you save the relationship. Sometimes the relationship has to end. Other times you might be able to repair the relationship, and we show you exactly how to go about doing these things. Some other things that come up. Starting over. Maybe you have to start over at some in life, and you have to redo these things. These ritual tools and these empowerments that you'll get will be able. Some of them will be able to show you how to do that, how to overcome fear, how to overcome procrastination, whatever you might be speaking. I can show you. We could show you how to build. Either we have one built, or we could show you how to build one, depending on your level of commitment. Some people at the lower levels of commitment may not be able to receive that empowerment of how to actually build their own empowerment, but they might be able to access services that we have in order to, where we create that empowerment for you. Now, there's also motivational services, and we offer this the motivational speech and the motivational empowerments that will help you keep going when life gets tough, when life slams you on the ground, because it will at times slam you on the ground and keep you down there and grind you into nothingness if you let it. How do you keep going? How do you find the strength and willpower to continue? And this is all about inner power we're talking about here. Not just motivational speech, not just rah-rah cheerleader type stuff, but real coaching and real empowerment in which you will be able to overcome anything in your life. Nothing is too great. Can you fail? Yes. But failure is a state of mind. Weekly pujas. There's a weekly ritual that we do. and everybody gets access to these rituals. We have these Reiki boxes that send Reiki energy out to everybody, and we put your name in your name and picture in that box, and that sends out the energies, and you receive the energies that we deal with every day in the temple, and even whatever energies that box itself is attuned to, which is a lot of different energies. You'll receive that, so I want to, in this particular module, video number 4, finding your inner strength. This is what this program is all about. This is what the House of the Dragon represents. This is what you get by supporting the House of the Dragon. So you can support the House of the Dragon just by donating. You can support it by becoming a member. You can support it by purchasing items from us, or purchasing attunements or empowerments. You could do this by hiring a coaching service, our coaching program, Inner Conqueror. You can do this by becoming an apprentice if you're eligible for that program. So there's all kinds of ways that you can support the House of the Dragon and our work. And I'd like you to go ahead and share your own personal anecdotes of moments of empowerment. And any questions that you may have, go ahead and leave those down in the comment section. Until video number 5, this is Baba Xanga Dikenga-El. And peace, compassion, and power. That's right.